the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Lacey Swope.
All right, it was a wild night overnight for parts of the state. We had those heavy rain and thunderstorms that fired up in the northwest. Also out in far western Oklahoma along I-40, produced some pretty big hail up in Harper County. Had a couple of heat bursts overnight where temperatures climbed and winds picked up near Cherokee and Fairview. And this is the rain. Look at the thunderstorm that produced the 2 to almost 3 inches of rain to the southwest. And then once those storms got into the metro, they took a hard turn to the north, clipped the north sides of Edmond, back to Piedmont, El Reno, and then we've had additional storms off to the east, and these have been very efficient rain makers. That's why there are aerial flood advisories in effect for portions of Seminole and Okfuskee counties, back up to Okmulgee, and also just to the southeast of Wetumpka, where we've had anywhere from 2.5 to almost 3 inches of rain with those heavy early morning storms. Now, we're dry here in Oklahoma City, but an outflow boundary from those storms, kind of that cool air, has been rushing out, so you're kind of getting a northeast wind from Edmond down to downtown. It's still going to be very hot this afternoon. It's not going to help much. Getting more heavy rain from Earlsboro back up along Highway 9 to Little and Prague and Boley. Intense lightning within this, and could still have some pea to dime size hail in spots. Earlier, some quarter size hail out of these storms. Down to the south on the north sides of Lake Texoma, also a little rain. And we are dry now in Guthrie. This camera was lit up with lightning at 5 a.m. Not the case now. 75 degrees and a southeast wind at 15 miles per hour. There's a surface low that has developed back to our northwest, and the winds around that are counterclockwise. And as the system gets pressed further to the east through the day, that's what we'll have to watch for, sparking those thunderstorms that will impact your Friday afternoon and evening, and especially tonight. So temperatures now, we're warming 70s, some upper 70s, closing in on 80 in south central Oklahoma. And your hour by hour forecast for your Friday, 90 degrees coming up by 3 o'clock, partly cloudy skies, and rain chances go up in the metro after 6 p.m. This afternoon, 80s, 90s, mid-90s to the south, and we get very warm, very unstable ahead of that system. Now, the main energy and the low-level winds that would be favorable for, say, May-like tornadoes and big-time bad, nasty storms is more to the north. Minnesota, Iowa, the Dakotas, closer to this big upper-level low. It looks like a sink drain there. But for us, we do have the chance for storms, and I do think we'll see severe weather as we make our way into your evening. Chances in the metro, 30% at 9. 40% closer to 10, 11, 1 a.m. and then tapering off pretty quickly overnight tonight. This afternoon, say 3, 4, 5 o'clock, a few isolated storms are possible. Now, any storm that can form in this zone will be forming in an environment favorable for wind and hail. And as we head into the evening, I think more numerous storms kind of up and down I-35 ahead of that front. And any storm that forms by late this evening will move from kind of the north to the south. So we'll watch that. Trackers are geared up and ready to go if we need to. Jim will be in the air. Of course, David and the team will be here. It is May, and we know you have things to do, so we'll be here to bring you updates because the threat for severe weather is definitely present. Quarter to golf ball size hail, one of the concerns. I know a lot of outdoor activities today, graduations outside into the evening, so just make sure you're prepared. Again, the chances are 30 to 40% for any one particular area. The tornado threat, it's not zero. It's really not. The low-level winds that will be favorable to get these storms to try to rotate, not incredibly favorable to get strong or long-lasting tornadoes, but brief tornado would be possible between 5 o'clock and midnight. It's a low threat, and we will monitor that for you. And then tonight, the rain and storms press down to the southeast, and our temperatures will drop into the 60s. For your Saturday, tomorrow, another warm day. It won't be very windy. Winds will be fairly light. It'll be hot in parts of the state. And we'll have a chance for kind of those summer-like air mass thunderstorms that could boil up into the afternoon hours during peak heating. 20% chance of that in the metro. But if a storm does develop in this region tomorrow, it could produce some large hail and really some gusty winds as it starts to collapse. Same chance again on Sunday. Better chance in the northeast. And the guys, mid-90s again next week. Back to you.